Hey everybody, Chad Hasty here, host of the Chad Hasty Show. What's coming up on the Monday edition of the program? Well, it's 2016, election 2016 coverage. We'll have you covered on everything that's going on. Donald Trump set to win just about every Super Tuesday state, it looks like. That includes, by the way, possibly the state of Texas. Ted Cruz, according to most polls, he is up, but he is in danger of losing the state of Texas. So what does that mean if Ted Cruz loses? We'll get into that. Also, Marco Rubio, how does he fit into all of this? And, of course, the big story, Donald Trump and his campaign. There's a movement now. It's called Never Trump. You've probably seen it on Twitter. Never Trump. Folks who refuse to vote for Donald Trump, conservatives, Republicans who absolutely refuse to vote for Donald Trump. Is this a good idea or a bad idea? The idea really started by Eric Erickson, it seems, when he wrote a piece on the resurgent.com about how he could never vote for Donald Trump, and a vote for Donald Trump would actually mean the end of the Republican Party and the end of the conservative movement out there, and that Donald Trump would absolutely lose to Hillary Clinton in the general election, but if somehow he were elected, that he would be a despot, a terrible, absolutely terrible president, somebody that would actually cause the downfall of the United States, not to mention the downfall of the conservative movement out there. Now, look, I agree with Eric Erickson most of the time on a lot of different issues, but on this one, I think he's a little bit dramatic here. I think we could survive a Donald Trump presidency. I still have my questions, of course, about Donald Trump. I don't trust that Donald Trump is a conservative. I don't believe he is. I don't trust him as a Republican. I don't trust him as a politician. I think that Donald Trump is playing a game right now, and a lot of people are buying into it, and he is winning and redefining politics here in the United States. But it's not something I really trust with Donald Trump. When I went and voted in the early voting here in the state of Texas, I did not vote for Donald Trump because I believe there are at least two candidates in the Republican field who are much better at Donald Trump and would be much better conservatives than Donald Trump would be. Half the stuff that Donald Trump is throwing out to the media and to the audiences right now, I don't think he actually means. I think Donald Trump, again, is being an entertainer, playing the game, and trying to win. But what does it mean for our country? Was it a good idea to really stay home and not go and vote and elevate Hillary Clinton into the White House? I think that's far more dangerous than what Donald Trump would be. Now, I could be wrong, and I could change my mind by the general election. But as of right now, I just don't see any value in saying I'm just going to stay home and help elevate Hillary Clinton into the White House. Remember, we have a Supreme Court seat at play, multiple Supreme Court seats at play in the next 4 years or so. I don't know what I'm getting with Donald Trump. He's a big question mark. But I'll tell you this, as of right now, I would much rather take my chances with the big question mark of Donald Trump than know exactly what I'm getting with a liberal in Hillary Clinton in the White House and who she would appoint to the U.S. Supreme Court and what she would do to the U.S. Constitution and guns. That's another big issue out there. Let's not forget about that. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings 8:30 to 11 on News Talk 790 KFYO, streaming online at KFYO.com. Don't forget, you can subscribe to our KFYO YouTube page right below and follow me on Twitter, Chad Hasty Radio. Super Tuesday right around the corner. We'll have you covered on that on KFYO and the Chad Hasty Show. Tomorrow, Special Tuesday, Super Tuesday, special edition of the Morning Brief. So tune in for that. Hope you all have a great day. We'll talk to you on the radio.